Okay, we're starting round one. Um, let's see. We got 3 mana to cast the Cavaliers duo and a Scarecrow. So that seems like a pretty strong hand. No mulligan here. And that Cavalier should get quite a bit of damage in because it's going to be pretty hard to deal with in the early game. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, good uh, backup card. The effigy is a little slow, but I think it's definitely worthwhile. So that's going to turn it into a 1-2. Um, that's kind of annoying, but I can't not swing into it, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack into it anyway. It's going to take me 2 turns to kill it with the effigy, and I don't want to wait that long. Yeah. Obviously, it diminishes the creature quite a bit, but that's just what Wither does. Um, so we can go Scarecrow, but I think we'll definitely go with the duo here. And we'll leave fake, whatchamacallit, mana up. Okay. Of course, we don't have the mana to cast the River Guide right now, but that's okay. Um, we will, however, play a land. And I'm getting a little worried about him being able to get us for 8 mana, or 8 damage next turn. That's going to take quite a big chunk out of us, but I think that we can just go with the duo for now. Of course, we could have cast that with left blue and white up, but that's okay. There's also, we can fake having the growth spell, but I think we're just going to go ahead and attack. Hopefully we'll get a blue mana next turn, and see if he pumps. I'm actually not too bad with him pumping. Yeah. Okay, here's what's an extra 4 points of damage in that he wouldn't have gotten in before, but it taps him out for the turn. So that's not too terrible. Okay, so no Sig, and let's see. If we want to get the effigy down, we're not going to be able to cast Scarecrow. Let's see. Okay, I think we swing in with everything, and we'll lay the Scarecrow down. I'll at least keep the witch off of our backs. Okay, take the 3. Okay. Okay, interesting. We'll be able to trade evens. Um, so I'm thinking here we just play the the crag guys, get our duos pumped up and everything. We'll use those only to attack. That'll bring him down to 6, and it'll leave us relatively well positioned. Or do we want to get ultra aggressive here? If we swing with everything, he's going to be able to attack with all 3 of his creatures, and we will only be able to block one of them. So yeah, we're just going to attack with the duos right now. We'll definitely do a trade here. Let's see. Another fairy. Okay, Rabble's good because it's going to get us to +1/+1. We won't get the flying, but that's not really that necessary. Um, but we'll be able to swing in with everything because he's going to have to block poorly to stay alive and to get anything decent out of it. So we'll swing with everything here. Did I just cost myself the freaking game? No, 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 no. Yeah, I think I would have just cost myself the game if he blocked right because I was not paying attention. But that's fine too. We're sacrificing 2 creatures. Or we're sacrificing a creature, he's losing 2 creatures. He's also getting the Ink Fathom Witch off the board. But yeah, I almost made a huge mistake there if he hadn't blocked correctly. Because he would have been able to fly in and fear in and pump. But the way he blocked, he wasn't able to do that. So I'm okay with what just happened, even though it was just a terrible play on my part. Eep. So that's going to bring me down to 4. Okay, so he just concedes. I got really lucky that game. I completely screwed up, um, and that definitely would have been terrible. Um, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, with most of everything I've got already in the deck. This guy's going to be a 6/4 more often than not, so we'll put him back in. And let's see what we take out here. Obviously, we're taking out the tether, but Medicine Runner. think Medicine Runner is probably the weakest creature in the deck, so I think we can go ahead and take him out, especially against this guy with all his flyers and whatnot. We kind of need to be a little bit more defensive than that. Okay, Watchwing Scarecrow, Consign the Dream, Inquisitor Snare, but no islands, but I think this is okay hand to keep. I think it's better than what we'd get if we cashed it back in, so no mulligan here. The Snare should get us a creature, so... Okay. We'll play out the islands just in case we end up with a Cavalier. I mean, not the island, the plains. Okie dokie. Okay, so none of that. And I'm not too worried about getting the Macabre out, but wondering if I should save the Prison Wake for some other shenanigans, but I think I'm just going to cast it into his turn so I can get the Watchwing Scarecrow up with flying. Or should I do the Scarecrow and then... Okay. So it's not too bad. Yeah, since he did that, he's not getting us too much of a threat. So I think we have time to do the Scarecrow and then put something out in front of it. Like that's perfect. So we'll be able to do a snare and a marrow. Okay. So obviously he suspects something. Um, I should have made the Scarecrow blue. That was kind of a mistake. Oh. Okay. I think we can consign to dream that thing. Yeah, I think I played the Prison Wake a little terribly. Forced him to replay it. Hopefully draw into something decent here. It's not too bad. So I think we can wisp it. Start taking out his creatures. Pretty good. No real reason to start doing that just yet. So we'll put the Scarecrow out. And then we'll start taking out things one by one. Of course, depending on how he attacks and blocks and whatnot. And I think we can take a hit from this guy. Okay. Aether Toe is pretty good, except we only have uh, one blue creature, so it's not that great. But it's not going to be a blowout, but it'll definitely be okay. Take out the Gate Warden, and then we'll attack with this Scarecrow. Just start getting some offense here. I should have played a land. Oh well. Wouldn't have mattered this turn, but it might matter the next. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I'm thinking we go... Aether Toe on this guy. And I think we double block the root cutters. Of course, that's going to knock a flyer out, but or it's going to take flying away from my guys, but I don't think that's the biggest concern right now. Because we have the snare, we also have the effigy, so we'll be able to take his stuff down a little bit. Yeep. Okay, that guy needs to die this turn. Okay, so that's good. Of course, we could let him pump it up and then kill it with the snare, but that's probably the best thing to do. wants to double block this, that's fine. No. Get that guy out of here. It's just too big of a threat. Okay. Just gonna get rid of the snare too, that kind of sucks. Well, there's a snare, it's pretty good. Leave both of our guys up. Yeesh. Okay, so we will... Doesn't really change much. We'll block here. We'll block here and that'll kill it. We'll snare here. We'll prevent the damage from the Wasp Lancer, or we'll kill the Wasp Lancer obviously. And then we'll effigy the fairy. So not as terrible as obviously it could be. If we can get a blue permanent down, that's not really what we're looking for. In fact, that loses us the game. So we'll try not to reveal it. Hopefully he'll do something wrong. Nope, that's game. Okay. We'll move on to game 3 then. And let's see. It's not too bad. Trophy Dust is something to consider. You get flyers and fears and crap like that. Gate Warden is definitely something to consider. I think I definitely want to put the Gate Warden in. And I want to cut a plains for a island. $17 land. As much as I like the Marrow, I think I can cut it. It's not really that useful as a creature, and the color changing ability, while good, is not going to be that great against this guy, I don't think. So we'll put the Gate Warden in its place. I think the biggest advantage that the color changing ability would probably get would be to make stuff blockable with fear, but the Gate Warden does it already, so. Consign to Dream, these guys, the Wimrodder, that's pretty good. No mulligan. It's a little slow, but that's okay. Again, playing planes out, anticipating drawing the Vigilance guy. been a nice last turn, but it's okay. He wants to do that trade, that's fine. That's beautiful. That was a nice top deck. If he does have an answer for it, that's okay. If not, then we're in good shape. See what it gets rid of here. Okay, gets rid of the 6-4 guy. Not a bad choice, obviously. Okay, we got a snare he does not know about now. Go with the scarecrow and then the crag trees, and then try to set up the snare at some point. That's not going to set up the snare, but it's going to give us a temporary solution for the old war crawler there. Let's get some more damage in on him. Even the one swing that we took with the Steel of the Godhead was definitely worth it. Thistle down's not bad. We'll be able to cast it and cast snare as well. Biting tether's pretty good too. Um, the question is, I think we just play the duo, and we can get the tether down at some other point. And again, I didn't leave the right mana up. Looks like a Gloom Lance. No, Puppeteer Cleek. That's a pretty strong hit. That's gonna take me down to 10 if I just take it. Um, I think we can blow the snare here to get rid of that war crawler. We'll leave the thistledown out of this. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're going to be snaring it anyway. Okay. Just using it as a plain old damage prevention spell's not too bad either. And we'll go ahead and steal the clique. Swing in with everything. Might as well. So no block there, that's interesting. Thought for sure he'd have blocked. Eep. Okay. Um, Kind of annoying, but we can still deal with the, still swing in for one, I mean for two here. Put him at two. We'll lay the sentry down, and then we'll consign to dream something at the end of his turn for a solid win. Cool. All right, that was round one with a suspect deck. So we got it, and we'll see you in round two. Thanks for watching.